Hello and welcome to Three Questions with. Got my friend Bryan with us from Schooley Mitchell. Bryan, welcome to the show today.
Thank you for having me, Kevin. Good morning.
So Bryan, I asked you to come on the show today because as a former CFO, everything for me was about money and good vendors. And one of the overwhelming thing is just trying to get the best deals possible. I don't have time to meet with 10 vendors. I got to meet with two or three and then pick one. And every time I did that, Bryan, my name and reputation was on the line. Because if I picked the wrong company, then my boss is like, why are we doing business with this company? But that's a bit overwhelming, right?
Sure, it can be. That it does. It's a lot of time, and it does take a lot of time for people to research this and negotiate back and forth. And that's one of the benefits of having Schooley Mitchell do it on your behalf. Is we been around for 23 years, so we have a lot of vendor partnerships already established with vetted quality vendors. So we're able to do all that negotiation on your behalf. And there's no cost. It's only shared savings.
That's really amazing. And especially right now, you're talking to other business owners and everything's going up, and you're like, okay, I know I have to start vetting these. I have to put things out to bid because you're looking at something. It's like, okay, I just got the new contract for this. And wow, it's a 25% increase.
Right?
So I think as we see these costs increase, more companies are going to want to use your service. And even it just as a sanity check, you know, am I getting the right deal? Because nobody really knows for sure. And even if someone gives you a good price, you're like, got to be a lower price, like even when you get a good deal, you're still not convinced of it. But at least in your case, you can sit there and say, hey, we put everything out to bid and this is what happened, right? Helps.
Exactly. Exactly. We reach out. We have multiple vendors that will bid on the opportunity to gain your business. So again, they're all vetted and we do all that work for you. We'll do all the negotiation for you. So you really don't have to waste all that time, and you can focus, especially in the industries today, on other aspects of your business, because that's a big problem that's happening now, unfortunately, with the environment that we're in today. So by us saving you all that time and potentially a substantial amount of money, it frees you up to be able to focus on other aspects about maybe maintaining employees or trying to grow revenue from a sales perspective, what have you.
Yeah, because as a former CFO, it was too overwhelming. You're looking at going, geez, I've been doing business with Bryan for 10 years. We have a relationship. I need to put it out to bid just to do my due diligence as CFO. I have to be able to show the board that, I'm not putting friendships ahead of business. So I know I have to do that from time to time. But you know what, Bryan? I hate change, man. Just hate change. And that's what it is sometimes. It's like, okay, just using a quick example, like a payroll. Well, we already have all the reports established. We have all this stuff. And then you're sitting there going, oh, it's going to be a change. And that's where, when people get there, they're like, forget it. But now that they know, hey, Bryan's company's already gone in and vetted all these people. This isn't, hey, there's a nice guy in my town that just started a payroll company. I'm going to use him or her and hope that they actually know what they're doing. And I'm not going to get into financial trouble because of it. Makes a big difference.
Sure, it does. Right. And with Schooley Mitchell, we present what your current vendor would willingly be offer. Once we go out and do the bidding and the research for you, we'll also present other opportunities that other vendors do come back with as proposals. 80% of the time on average, companies stay with their current vendors because we're able to get that negotiation down to where they feel comfortable. If there is a vendor change and our clients do accept it, we oversee the implementation front to back so that you don't have to worry about anything. We'll come in and do all the installation, all the removal for you, and make it seamless so that, again, you're not wasting all your time and there's no headaches and you can still focus on other aspects of your business and growing.
So what do you need to get started? You just need like 3 months worth of bills just so you can see a pattern, like things that go up and down, versus something just a flat fee. So you can see, hey, this is what the average monthly pay is on this.
Correct. We ask for your prior 3 invoices, and we use that as a benchmark with our software. So what we request really is online access, so we can download not only the bills, but there is other information online as opposed to looking at just a statement, and copies of the contracts that you're currently engaged in So we can do the complete analysis and provide the best information to you. We go out, we benchmark that. We then reach out to the vendors, your vendors, and engage other vendor partners that we have. And we work to see what we can find in savings for you and potentially upgrades in your services at no cost.
That makes a big difference. And that's what I like about it, Brian, is, you're never really sure where, in your experience, because you have all these relationships and you're always shopping, what X should cost. Where sometimes, as CFO, I would just get in my cheap mood and think everything should be free. It's like, no one in the right mind is going to do that for the price you want them to do it. If you could find someone, it's probably going to end badly. But, by using your service, I know, hey, this is a fair price. I'm not just being me going, it's got to be lower, because it always has to be lower, and I don't want to burn relationships either, Brian, because, there's times when I'm trying to push too hard and they're like, Kev, seriously, if you really want it for that price, we've been doing business for 10 years, go someplace else, Kev. You're unreasonable. You got to go away. That's things too.
Yes, you can't win them all, but that's correct. I mean, with Schooley Mitchell, we have 23 years in the industries, and we've grown into 8 categories. We have a lot of negotiation clout. That's the big key to us, is the negotiation clout that we've established, doing literally hundreds of thousands of contracts with tens of thousands of companies across these categories. So with all that negotiation clout, all that leverage we have, it helps especially the small to medium business size owners.
Cool.
In success.
So Brian, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can I learn more of how to get started?
So they can look at schooleymitchell.com/Brian/bberry is my webpage. You can email me at brian.berry@schooleymitchell.com, and my profile is on the New England B2B website. So all my contact information is there as well.
Awesome. Brian, I appreciate you taking a couple minutes calling to the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you, Kevin.